Aloha and welcome to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students. These are the lessons that are in the Course in Miracles workbook that we're given to go through one day at a time, 365 days. It's a mind training course, and its function is the first half of the workbook is to let go of a lot of concepts and ideas and abstracts that we've picked up along the way and get back to a sort of neutral mind, open mind. And then the next part is to introduce some new ideas that will help us to see the world and the people in the world and the situations in our lives and around us in a totally different way, a way that to see them as they really are. Is that what we're going to eventually discover? And so I'll start back at the beginning so we can see the first 50 lessons of the workbook pretty much give us the whole thought and ideas that are going to be presented to us. And then after that, they're sort of repeated. So it's good to see this progression because it's taking us somewhere. And I'm going to start with lesson 1 and just give the main idea. Nothing I see in this room means anything. Of course, it says from this window in this place, but really what it's saying is nothing that I see with my eyes means anything. Lesson 2. I have given everything I see in this room all the meaning that it has for me. Lesson 3. I do not understand anything I see. And lesson 4, we're going from the things we see in the room are no different than the thoughts that stream in our consciousness. These thoughts do not mean anything. They are like the things I see in this room. Lesson 5. I'm never upset for the reason I think. And I said yesterday that this is one lesson that I really took to, and I use it over and over again whenever I get upset or worried or depressed or anxious. These thoughts will come into my mind. That I'm never upset for the reason I think or at the person I think. That it's always something else. And we're going to find out what that something else is as we go on. So let's go to the lesson for today. Lesson 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. The exercises with this idea are very similar to the preceding ones. Again, it's necessary to name both the form of upset, like anger, worry, depression, so on, and the perceived source, very specifically for any application of this idea. For example, I'm angry at blank because I see something that is not there. I am angry at this person. Put in the person. Because I see something that is not there. And that something has caused me to be angry. And I'm worried about a situation or whatever, because I see something that is not there. You're like, what? What are you talking about? Today's idea is useful for application to anything that seems to upset you, and can probably be used throughout the day for that purpose. However, the 3 or 4 practice periods which are required should be preceded by a minute or so of mind searching as before, and the application of the idea to each upsetting thought uncovered in the search. Now remember, we're training the mind here, so it's important to actually do the lessons just like they're described here. In other words, you don't want to think, oh, I'm upset because I see something that's not there, and just kind of go off on some mental tangent. What does that mean? And da-da-da. But no, you'll get what you're meant to get out of it if you follow the instructions to the best of your ability. And what the instructions say are, you can use it throughout the day anytime you want, but do 3 or 4 practice periods throughout the day. These are required because what you're doing, you're bringing these things to mind 3 or 4 times without straining the mind, because the mind will react against them if you do it like, oh, I don't want to do this, but let's see, I have to do it 3 times. And so you want to take it slow. This mind training thing, you're kind of sneaking up on the mind. But anyway, so you want to do it just like it says, which is 3 or 4 times, and you want to proceed with a minute or so of mind searching, and then you apply the principle or the idea to whatever upsetting thought that you came across when you were searching your mind. Again, if you resist anything, the idea to some upsetting thoughts more than others, remind yourself of the 2 causations stated in the previous lesson. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to the mind. And I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. You're not going to naturally regard them all as the same, because you've grown accustomed that some things upset you more than other things. So you just have to say, okay, I don't really necessarily feel like they're all the same, but for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to regard them all the same. So if I'm sitting here and I'm meditating and thinking and searching my mind, what is actually upsetting me today? Is what's going on in the government. That could be pretty upsetting, or friendship, or whatever comes to mind. Or it might be something simple like I forgot to water the plants. But whatever it is, don't rule it out. Just let whatever comes to your mind be the thoughts that you apply the ideas to, and all equally. And so you'll say, whatever your feeling is, if it's worry or fear, maybe it's fear. I'm afraid about what's happening in our country because I see something that is not there. You might be going, whoa, what you talking about? I see what's going on. But no, you think you see what's going on. But just let the Course take you where it's going to take you, because you're going to see what you really see, and I bet you're going to be surprised. But anyway, that's for the lesson for the day, and I hope you have an awesome day. And one of the people I used to listen to, her name was Juby, and she used to say, I'll see you everywhere. Aloha.